I graduated college in '89. Our single came out, Step Into the AM, like the week that I graduated from Columbia.
Crazy.
But then I had my radio show at Columbia from the summer of '87 into the fall of '87.
Now, that's what I wanted to talk about. Was that the first hip-hop college radio show in America?
No, not by any.
Well, who was the head of that?
Well, P. Fine. I mean, P. Fine at NYU was before.
Was he really?
Yeah. But there were other ones, like, I think our first show was somewhere like maybe in July of '87, and obviously Clark Kent. I was in a group with my boy Blake, Vanilla B, Keo, Lord Scotch. So he introduced me to Clark. He knew Clark, and we actually went to chill in Clark's basement and stuff. And then went back to Clark, went into the basement. I remember he was making me tapes, just loops of, I think, good old music, pull it up to the bumper, like all these things just to like rhyme over. And then he introduced me to Richie Rich, which was his cousin. So then me and Rich started working in Funky Slice Studio on Fulton Street in Brooklyn.
Nice.
Like right when we were doing the radio show. And then Rich would fill in for Clark because Clark was on the road with Dana Dane. Like I looked at Clark Kent like he was the biggest thing because he was Dana Dane's DJ. Now you look at Clark's whole career, he never would never even mention the Dana Dane DJ part probably went so far down the ladder with what he's done since then. But like at that point, Clark Kent was like God. Plus he had the fresh four-finger, DJ Clark Kent script.
Right? Where was he spinning it? Was it
Latin Quarter. Latin Quarter.
Clark was at Latin Quarter at the time?
Yeah,
wow,
Clark was always at Latin Quarter, 86, 87.
That's
and even into 88. But then, Clark was also at Union Square. And, obviously in the years after, Mars, everywhere, downtown. The thing about Clark, you go into his basement, he would have like stacks of like brand new Champion sweatshirts and the grips. Like even back then, he was always on point.
For sure. And what were you doing in the studio with Rich at the time? Was Rich just cutting things up, or was he?
No, we were doing the song Brooklyn Queens that early. Yeah,
wow.
Like an early version of Brooklyn Queens, which we actually recorded a demo of that. And we had this engineer, this Asian kid called Control, and some Polish woman that was like either his girl or his partner in the studio. It was like a really weird. People have Funky Slice stories, but that's where we started.
Certifiably, no crate.